My name is Lisa Stephenson. I'm 46 years old. I was diagnosed with myeloma on Easter Monday in 2011. I was living a very busy life. I had a big job that took me up and down to London. I live in Edinburgh. I had two, and still have, two wonderful children, but at an age whereby they were quite young and very active and very full on. So I was juggling. And out of the blue, I got the diagnosis. It came on the back of a random medical test that had picked up I was anemic. I remember saying to my consultant, nobody need know about this. I'll just carry on working and everything will be fine. And him saying, you won't be able to live that way, Lisa. And me saying, oh, but you don't know me. It has changed their lives forever as well as my own. I mean, 4 years down the line, my myeloma path has been quite an unusual one in that I didn't respond to any of the initial treatments or to the stem cell transplant. And whilst for me as the patient, I always think easier because what I do is say, right, what's the next drug? What's the next regime? For my immediate family and actually my close friends, it's hard for them because they're in that situation of one, seeing the drugs take their effect on me, but also worrying, what is coming next? What is the next stage? And watching me being able to do less and less as a result, not just of the myeloma, but of the treatment regimes. What changed was the fact of having always worked maybe a 50, 60-hour week, being very career driven, to actually recognizing that I needed to rest, and actually my body told me I had to rest. I couldn't carry on working. I needed to almost give myself over, not so much to the disease, but to the treatment, and recognize that this was going to be a tough journey. It takes you quite a while to realize actually you can't have a normal life. Life does fundamentally change. And actually, once you get there, and it took me a good couple of years to get there, and lots of stays in hospital and lots of very near-death experiences, I hasten to add, that I then realized actually the most important things are that the responsibility is with me and me alone to look after myself. You know, I used to be a great goals-orientated girl, and I had lots of objectives and lots of plans. And you know what? I don't have one now. My goal is I live a month at a time. I think it's really important as a myeloma patient to be open and to share with others how you're feeling. It is such a rare cancer that it's initially difficult for people to comprehend what it is. So I now say to people, I have a blood cancer. I have a very rare blood cancer, and this is what it does, and no, there is no cure. And I think what I would want to say is that everybody's myeloma is different. Talk to people who have it and try to gain some kind of benchmark. And that's got its pros and it's got its cons, because on the pro side, you feel that you're not alone. But on the other side, when you then don't respond to the treatments, there's that whole feeling of, why me? And that's really, really tough. I really appreciate time now. For me, one of the best things is sitting on the sofa at home with my two children and a big bar of chocolate watching trash on the TV. It's not sitting in a fancy restaurant or going to a great dinner or traveling somewhere exotic. I say to people now, I lead a very quiet and boring life. I find that I have to sleep lots. Chronic fatigue is a big thing I suffer with. But that appreciation of time and the appreciation of time with those really, really close to me is invaluable. And if it wasn't for Myeloma UK getting me onto the trial that has kept me here for the last few years, I wouldn't be here. So I think being able to say to people, actually, I'm one of the lucky people that I have got time, I have been given time, and actually I value every single day and every single month that I'm here.